Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 2nd through the 4th, 2022. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle coming up for Scorpio here. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, we have travel and we have letting go. There's a need for you to finally drop the baggage. There may be some sort of baggage that you're carrying, that everywhere you go, you're taking this with you. And it's because of something, something that you have loyalty to, a way of something that taught you how to act, how to move. Someone that may have, there's something about this, and it's like a need to drop the baggage now. It's a need to unpack some things, right? So there's a hanged man energy in world, so it's definitely a perspective issue. It's like there needs to be a change in the way that you see things. It's and letting go with lovers is it could literally be letting go of a person, but it also is more so of letting go of the reason why, or the motive, like the reason why you make certain choices. The way that you see things needs to completely change. Okay, there's something about that here. So a situation is going to come up, right? And it's going to be, this is interesting. You have lots of majors. This is going to be a really deep change for you. Something that is going to it's almost akin to like a groundbreaking change in your life. That the way that you see things may completely change for good from here on out. Like you're no longer ever going to be so suspicious with the Seven of Swords. This travel energy, right? You have Hanged Man, the World, Judgment, and then Seven of Swords. It looks to me that there's a situation that's going to come back up for you, that you usually are distrusting of a situation in this regard, or something where you're going somewhere, or someone's taking a trip, or someone's going somewhere, you're going somewhere, and usually you are looking at this with like combing through it with a fine-tooth comb, just looking through everything like, I just don't trust this. Are you missing something? Someone's not telling me something. I feel like something's off. And you change the way you see things. Something, it's like it's meant to come up so that it can be closed out, and so that you could see it differently. But whatever this is, it's not what it was. It's not what you've been through. It's not what you've been dealing with all your life with letting go. Letting go, you're holding, if you see, she's holding on to dogs. She has a leash and a bunch of puppies or some dogs, right? And they're keeping her from going into the doors of destiny, the doors of opportunity and blessings. And it's because the way that she chooses, the things that she chooses to be hopeful in, or hopeless in, right? So this is a person who is always looking for more. This is someone who may not be as satisfied. When you have this letting go of a Lovers and Star energy, you may have to stop having hope, or doing something. You know how, like they say, the definition of insanity: repeatedly doing something, expecting a totally different result, always having hope that it's going to be a different thing, but you haven't changed the way you do things with Hanged Man energy. You haven't changed how you process things. And so it's almost like it's a reoccurring theme where, because of that, something keeps happening. And then you're like, why isn't it changing? Well, it's because of the way that you see things. And it's not that you're the problem in a situation. It's definitely not that. It's just that you're no longer in the situation you used to be in. It's no longer something that you can't trust. And so there's a need for you to stop hoping for a certain result when you keep doing the same thing, kind of thing. It's almost like they want you to let go of that, and to stop looking beyond what's in front of you. And maybe that something's in front of you, you're not able to see it clearly, and you're looking beyond that instead of looking at right here in your face. This is the situation. Make a decision based on what you're seeing. Change your perspective a little bit. See it for what it is. And so that's why it keeps happening, is what they're saying. So you have deception here, Five of Wands and Hermit. The deception is that there's always something fighting you, that there's always something struggling with you. That's the deception. You may be used to this, though. And if I say that because of Judgment, that means that it's something that happened. This happens a lot, or it may have happened to you a lot before. Hermit is an energy of before. So this looks like you have been through struggles, maybe in the situations you always are in some sort of chaos with people, or someone's always a chaotic individual. You could have been dealing with a Virgo, an Aquarius, a Gemini, right? Or a Pisces. You may have been dealing with those signs or something, and that's here. You may be dealing with one now. And it's just like this energy of, I'm always at odds with this. There's always some kind of push and pull. The deception is that that is what it is right now. This spirit is telling you, look at look at your scenarios before and look at how it does not apply now, and how now you're struggling with everything now because of what you went through before. And that, you know what I mean? You have to make sure to make that distinction. So, you have new beginnings, and I can't make this up if I tried. New beginnings with Justice and the Magician. It's what you make it, is what they're saying. That things are fair and balanced right now. So it is what you make it right now. Do you believe that things can be fair and balanced for you? Do you believe that this is a start of something different? Like, it doesn't have to be a struggle like it was before. And it's not that you were the struggle. I feel like people were coming, like you were dealing with situations that you couldn't trust, that you were always having to battle, and that now you may not be in that anymore. And it's hard to let that go because that's what you've learned. Not saying that you know what I'm saying? Trust and believe. I'm not saying, I feel like this is spirit calling you down to the carpet saying it's time to drop that baggage, because it's not that deep anymore to akin to the way it was before at all. So you have a lot of spiritual energy. I cannot make this up. Almost, you only have two what do you call it? Two energies of elements, right? And then you have all of these majors here, spiritual energy of something changing, and that's it. Once it changes, once you see it for what it is, right, and you're hopeful, and you're now making choices based on not just hope but faith, just knowing that as long as you're doing the best that's within you, you're bringing your best, the best is going to be returned to you. As long as you're in that place, you're good, right? And the best is to be a very hopeful person, to be in the positive light, to expect the best at all times, not expect a fight, not expect to be deceived. That you're almost like you're making that happen for yourself, because it's going to be a cycle, because you've been through it so much. That's why trauma is not good. If people say, well, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. No, it makes you traumatized. There's no need for it, but spirit does transmute it and makes it something productive for you. But there's truly no need for toxicity. People, we try to do that to make ourselves feel better, say it's for our greater good. Spirit just uses it to make you a better person. They try to teach you a lesson through it. But is it necessary for these things to occur? No, right? We already come here with a beautiful purpose. Someone derails you, spirit reroutes you in a different direction. They have to do that to get you back on track. You know what I mean? So the spirit is almost telling you now that you kind of have to reroute yourself. You have to change your perspective on things. Look at the situation for like right now, what's in your face, and still come with a hopeful energy instead of a suspicious one. That's all that they're showing here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, an Aries, a Virgo, a Libra. We have, let's say Gemini, right? And we have Pisces energy here. It could be those signs, or they could be in your chart. So let's see. You could be a Libra, Scorpio cusp in this as well. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.